What's going on, everyone? TallenV back here, and today it is time for a lot of translation and updates here on the JP version of Dokkan Battle Global. If you happen to be watching this as well, in about a couple hours or so, because a lot of people have been asking me about this, I will have a video out on all of these 77 SSRs you have a chance to choose from, and which ones I think are the best. I know a lot of other people have been making it, but I've been getting a lot of people asking as well, so I was like, okay, all right, I'll make the video. So if you're watching this at the very beginning, it's out in a couple of hours. If you are watching this a few hours later at the time of this release, then it's already out, so go ahead and take a look at that. But JP, we got a lot of stuff to cover. Okay, so first off, right now we have what's basically titled as the story event rising, essentially, or rush, essentially. The rush of all these story events are coming back, essentially. Some of these have been updated, some of them have not been, and so we're going to go through all those real quick. We're going to go over some of the new mission translations, because there's some missions for this, I guess, and then we're going to go through the brand new characters that are getting Dokkan Awakens, all the waifu cards, essentially, and we're going to go over all the translations, look at some stuff that maybe some people missed out on, and then apparently there was a data download for one of the passives, but I translated it and nothing changed, so I'm not really sure what's going on. So if something does change over the next couple of days, I'll update you guys on Twitter. So anyway, guys, let's go through this basically. So a bunch of story events are back, some old, some new ones, and yeah, a lot of fun stuff. So obviously right now we've got some story event missions. Again, I'm going to translate those in a little bit. So consider this also a mission translation video, and then obviously just character translations as well, okay? So all of the survival tournament of power story events are back right now. You've got the final, technically it's in reverse order, but basically you've got all three of these here. Lots of free-to-play cards you can get from those. This one down here, you can farm up the Angel Golden Frieza super attack with that. Not to mention the UI Goku's super attack with that. This one right here brings with it the free-to-play Int Kale and the STR Caulifla. So if you want to farm those up, they're pretty good, especially the Kale. She's definitely optimal on that survival tournament power team for the support that she provides for everybody. And then there is 4 characters in here, I believe, that you can, or no, sorry, 2 characters you can go ahead and get in here. It's the Android 17 and the Android 18. So basically all Android 17 and 18 cards have farmable super attacks if you want to go ahead and farm those up. The categories for them have kind of been the same. Nothing's really changed, but you just use the same category, and you can increase the chances of the drop rates coming out. So that's what that is. This is the only one, surprisingly, that didn't get one, to my knowledge. I even went through it again, and I was just like, oh, okay, apparently this doesn't work. But anyway, Shampa's event's back, so if you want to go through there, you can go ahead and get that Kaba up there. Get that Super Saiyan Kaba. Then Dokkan Awakens is actually from the medals in this particular event, so he's a pretty good free-to-play Super Saiyan 2 Kaba that you can eventually get there. Apparently, the fusion rates on this particular event have been increased, according to some people. I haven't personally tried it out myself, but I didn't find that the Go tanks particularly had that low of chances of it being dropped because fusion, the fusion category was already part of the story event. So I'm not really sure what they changed in there. So, but anyway, yeah, so you can go ahead and get the Go tanks if you want to, the Int one, and then there is a Taburu, which is, of course, Vegeta's brother. So go ahead and check that out. Now, this is one that is kind of got a big change, but at the same time, not as big as I think a lot of some people were expecting. But this really old cooler event finally got an update, and he finally has a category to have a higher chance of drop rates. Now, the one thing it did not change is the stages changing or re-bringing the stones back. So anything like the old Bardock events, or you know, any of the other ones that we've had in the past, some of them have changed. Some of them have simply just gotten a category update. This one in particular right here simply just got the greatest clan in space category. You know, basically Frieza and Cooler's category, essentially. Anyway, bring any characters from that team onto this event, and you will increase the drop rate. I tried it myself, trying to go for the Cooler, and funny enough, the Frieza that's on stage 10. I went through the event 7 times, and all I got was training items, so I don't know exactly how much of an increase it has really brought. I'm honestly surprised. I was expecting at least 1 card on there, but apparently not. So I don't know exactly what the rates are when it comes to dropping it, even if you bring a full category team on there and try to get it. I'm not really sure, but this officially does make the physical Cooler free-to-play, or his essay at least free-to-play, a little easier to obtain. Not by much, though, basically, at least on my stances. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Have him been able to try and pull that into Cooler. I don't think he's worth farming up to get up to Rainbow or anything like that, but hey, I don't know, you might like it. And then, of course, Bulma here. The free-to-play Tech 1 is back if you have not had the chance to go ahead and get her. She's been out for, what, like a year and a half now, I think? Something like that. Anyway, so she's around. Great card. Obviously, really good for the Peach Girl category team. on Super Battle Road. Global, you'll be getting that pretty soon as well, so definitely check that out if you get a chance to, okay? Moving on, let's go ahead and translate the missions real quick. Missions are pretty simple, pretty standard actually, really easy actually. All of these, actually funny enough, have to do with the categories for the story events that were around. So all these story events that we were just talking about here, we have to basically use a team from that category. So we've got bring one character or more on the fusion category right here for the very first one. So basically take a fusion character of any, just bring a fusion character essentially, go onto the stage and beat one stage, and that's all you have to basically do. Another one is using the survival tournament of power. Bring 4 characters. Bring 4 characters from that. And for anyone who might be saying, oh, I don't have 4 characters, so that's impossible for me. Actually, it's not. You can go ahead and just farm up the characters from all these events here. They are all in the category, okay? Easiest one would bring the Android 17, the Android 18, and then the free-to-play Kale and the Khalifa there. Those are 4 characters right there in the category. If you have them at least, even if you don't have anyone else, doesn't matter what leader you're bringing or anything like that, you can go ahead and get that 1 stone right there, okay? Next is Representatives of Universe 7. Bring 4 or more into an event and clear it. Again, not too hard. This one, again, just bring that 17 and 18 in there, and then if you've got a couple others, you should have no problem. Just, again, go in there. You'll get your 1 stone. And then Peach Girl category, bring 4 characters into another story event, and pretty good to go there. There are tons of free-to-play Peach Girl category cards, so by no means should that really be hard for anybody. You can get your 3 stones right there and be all happy and everything. Next, the next 3 here are basically go into the Baba shop and you have to exchange gems or items to get other items, and then funny enough, you get incredible gems back. So one thing that is not appearing on here, and funny enough, but it is available now, at least on JP, and I think Global, you got 2 of them, I believe. But on JP right now, we have 3 copies of the LR Vegeto that are officially in the Incredible Gems area. So you can go in and buy 3 copies of him in the Incredible Gems area. So it looks like it's getting closer and closer to him being completely free to play and not really requiring the 6 what is it, Dokkan Fest cards. I don't even why I can't. Why I'm blinking this. Not good for Dokkan Fest cards, but nonetheless have 6 cards that have Fierce Battle essentially of a certain type, and then getting the medals there. Because I know in order to obviously Dokkan Awaken the LR Vegeto, you need those cards to do that. But slowly but surely, medals have been coming available via Incredible Gems or other means like that. So hey, who knows? Maybe eventually you'll get that. But anyway. If you haven't had a chance to go ahead and get the other copies, there are some extra copies right there. Or if you want a TUR version, I guess that'd be kind of cool. Just kind of for showcase, I guess. But whatever, it is what it is. And then the last ones are just use 100 act, 200, 300, 400, 500 act. Complete all the missions and you get an Elder Cry. Pretty standard stuff right there, okay? All right, with that being said, we then also got a data download a bunch of new waifu cards. I'm assuming a banner's coming on Thursday because that is when we are getting this. 5 p.m. Japan time, 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or 12 a.m. I guess because of daylight savings times now. I gotta remember that even when I'm calling home and everything. But anyway, so we're gonna go over the translations real quick. A lot of TURs, a lot of URs, and a couple of weird, interesting cards to say the least. Anyway, so we're getting Kid Chichi here. Int and physical types, key +3, HP attack and defensive 50%, pretty standard. Supreme damage, and she has a medium chance to stun the enemy. Pretty cool. By the way, she's physical. I didn't know if I said that. Yeah, she's physical, so we'll awaken there. So she goes to UR. She'll be a summonable card, obviously. Her passive skill is pretty interesting. So at the time of doing a super attack, her own attack goes up 180%. Yeah, you are reading that correctly. 180% right there. And then for 3 turns after you've done the attack, your own defense goes down by 60%. So heavy hitter, not that great in the defense. So I don't know how well she'd really do on Super Battle Road. But other than that, that's kind of a cool card, I guess. I am going to say this obviously right now. I think a lot of people will probably agree. Do not summon on whatever waifu banner comes, even if it's probably going to be a 30 stone discount summon where you do 3 multis for 30 stones. And then after that, you can do as many as you want for 50 stones. Don't even do that. Just don't. You really don't have to. Just totally skip the banner. If you're worried about trying to do the category Peach Girl or anything like that, that can be done completely free to play. I've already proven it in the video, so go ahead and check that out if you want to. But other than that, yeah, new Chichi, you'll pull her eventually, I guess. Vidal, now we're getting into a bunch of awakenings actually, and then we're going to get into one more card that can be pulled. But Vidal here gets an awakening. So she is from the Super Int card, so you can see her card down here. She's actually pretty good. I like what they did with her. So Int and Strength types keep +3, HP attack and defense up 60%. Okay, nothing, not bad leader skill right there. Lowers attack and defense. She already lowered attack, so I don't know, lowering the defense is something, I guess. But anyway, that's with her super attack. Her passive, though, this is pretty cool here. So for everyone on the team that is in the Peach Peach Girl category, she gets an attack and defense up 15%, okay? And then for enemies that are attacked, they will lose they'll get their attack lowered by 20% for 2 turns, which is really nice. And for the damage that you deal, you will then get 20% HP recovered, which is pretty nice right there. So this is Niji% Fukatsu, which means to recover HP after attacking. So that's pretty cool right there. She's definitely a pretty good card. She'll work easily on the Peach Peach Girl category. Super Ints, I don't think most people would run her, but at the same time, she's not a bad choice to have right there either. So otherwise, moving on to the STR GT Pan, Tech and Strength types keep +3, stats up 60%, and she for 6 turns will increase her defense by 30%. Okay, actually, it's just exactly the same for the SSJ for Goku. Actually, his is 3 turns instead of 6 turns, so that is what it is right there. She's definitely really interesting. So basically, for every turn that she comes around on, her chances to dodge go up by 15% for a total of 60%, so that's pretty cool right there. And then she still has the same gimmick that she had beforehand, where at the very beginning of the turn, for 7 turns, her attack will go up by 80% this time, or sorry, 70% this time. Even though attack up 70% and defense up 120%. So she's definitely a pretty good tank. People have shown her off on Super Battle Road before. With her turns still intact, obviously, she can be a very good, defender right there if you're looking for someone for Super Battle Road. But yeah, other than that, that's basically all that really happened to her. All these cards, of course, gain the Rebirth link, as you'd expect. Mai here is getting an upgrade as well. She gets Agility and Int Key +3, stats up 60%. She has a super high chance now to stun the enemy. That's pretty nice, so it'll probably be really useful on Super Agility if you happen to have her, and you're maybe missing that one unit. If you can get a super attack off, then super high chance to stun somebody's gonna be really nice right there, okay? Passive skill is everyone on the team gets Key +3, and all agility types attack and defense up 20%. And for everyone in the Peach Peach Girl category, she will give them a 10% chance to use a critical attack. So that's pretty cool right there. The only AGL units, though, of course, if you're running her on an AGL team as well, would be the free-to-play AGL Android 18. But obviously, you throw her in Peach Peach Girl category, and she does allow them to, potentially get a critical, because the Peach Peach Girl characters, they don't really hit that hard. I mean, that's why on something like even Super Battle Road, the enemies on there definitely don't hit as hard as they would on, say, like Fusions or Realm of Gods or anything like that, because obviously, we don't have a 170% leader for the category itself. The highest as of right now is actually 100%, and we're going to get into that card in just a second. So, anyway, so that's Mai's Dokkan Awaken. Pretty cool stuff right there. Next is going to be the Extreme Tech Android 18. She comes from the one that's actually holding the dress, because she's going out shopping and everything from the show. Tech and physical types, Key +3, stats up 60%, not too bad. 6 turns after she's done the super attack and defense will be raised by 30%, so that's pretty cool. Her passive skill is for every orb obtained, attack and defense up 14%. And then for everyone on the Peach Peach Girl category team, she gets an additional attack up and defense up 1%. So 5 to 6 extra percent, and then on the 14% right there for whatever orb she happens to obtain. Doesn't have to be rainbow, doesn't have to be a certain type or anything, just any orbs essentially. She's going to get a pretty good buff. So actually, that's not too bad. That really isn't. Throw her under an Android category, under 170%, Android 17, and maybe if you happen to have the, the Android 21 on there. Oh, I think she's in the category, as I did knocking my headset around. I think she's in there. I don't remember, honestly. But, yeah, nonetheless, you could do that, and she'd be hitting pretty hard. So that's pretty cool right there if you're missing out on that. Now we've got a new card, actually, that's probably going to be on the banner, obviously. I originally thought she was going to be free to play, but then when I realized when you awaken her and then you give her the orbs, she gets the summonable orb passives, potential system buffs, essentially, which is the 5,000 instead of the 3,000. So, anyway, we get a transformed Ribrianne. I don't know really what to call her, but anyway, she's Peach Peach Girl category, Key +3, stats up 100%. And then when she does a super attack, she will seal the enemy's super. Okay, that's pretty cool right there. She actually has a passive very similar to LR Bojack and other cards like that. Basically, the more HP you have, attack and defense up 100%. And then for every Peach Girl category character on the team, then everyone gets let's see. Oh, sorry, for everyone that's on the team. So for every person that's on the team. Techie enemies, so all of your enemies that you're facing, attack 5% down for a total of 15%. So you put them on a Peach Girl category team, and just from being there, essentially, everyone on the enemy team will lose 15% attack, which is actually really nice. That's actually pretty good. So, the interesting thing about this, though, is that also her STR form got a Dokkan Awaken. And this is, of course, the free-to-play one, which is leader skill-wise better than the physical one, which is a summonable card only. So, anyway, she gets Peach Girl category key plus 3, HP attack and defense of 88%. Why? I don't know why, but whatever. And then basically, she lowers defense. Nothing's really changed there in terms of her super attack. Passive skill, for every Peach Girl category card on the team, attack and defense up 20%. And then for every rainbow orb that you obtain, you will heal up 8,888 HP. Okay, cool. That's kind of something right there, I guess. It helps in Super Battle Road. I'll say that. So, anyway, so kind of interesting that the int one is, you know, even there. But, hey, it is what it is, I guess. So those are all the updates in terms of the new characters that are getting their Dokkan Awakens. Everything drops on Thursday. So I'm assuming we're going to obviously get some of those events back. There's going to be some medal updates, and it's going to be like, hey, farm up this whatever medal from this story event, and it's going to Dokkan Awaken them. We'll see here in a few days. As of right now, I don't think, like, if I click on this card right here, let's actually just click on the Android 18. Let's see if it has the medal updates yet. So it doesn't look, oh, okay, so here we go. Yeah, I've got these medals right here. So according to this, if it will give me an event, it doesn't say what event it is. Okay. But anyway, bottom line, those are bottom ones you can sell it for. All right, anyway, there's gonna be some new medals, probably from one of the random story events. So whenever that comes out, just, you know, farm up the medals. Takes 20 of them, I'm sure. Using the Peach Girl category will increase drop rates, get a bunch of medals, and boom, you can awaken all the female characters you want. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. What character are you most looking forward to Dokkan Awakening? Are you excited about all the story buffs and the missions and everything like that? Let me know what you're interested in the most. I'm assuming Dragon Ball Heroes, maybe at the end of the week, or it's next week. I'm not really sure. Or we're completely off and it's not till December. Who knows? So, I don't know, because it's weird. The picture originally said November. I'm not really sure, honestly. So, yeah. Anyway, that's me for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. And until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.